So I got my Savage A17 Semi-Auto 17 HMR. To me, it's a beautiful gun. I love the camo. I love the fit and feel of it. It just seems like a really sweet gun. I put a Diamondback Vortex scope on it, 4x16 power. I did put a jarred trigger on there. Never experienced a jarred trigger before. I just looked it up online and I heard it saw a lot of good reviews on it. And I said, I'll try it. Now it is expensive. It's $300 for this thing. So that's half the price of the gun. So basically I got $700 into the gun, $400 in the scope, $300 into the trigger, and then I do have a light on there. I just taped it on. I'm not going to keep it on there. I was just using that for shooting some varmints at night, but I really don't like going out at night much. So anyways, what I did was I bought so I like the gun, but the thing just does not cycle. It's very frustrating. I started out with Hornady 17 VMAX, and it just kept jamming and jamming and jamming. So I tried some other shells and I had some better luck. Now, originally before I bought this gun, I talked to a friend of mine. He said, don't buy one. Those suckers do not work. And I went online and looked around a little bit, and I seen quite a few guys that were very happy with it, so I figured it'd be just a crapshoot if you got a good one or not. But anyways, I haven't resolved the issue with cycling yet, but I have seen that the ammo does make a difference. I don't know how, it just does. So I went online, bought like 8 different types of 17 HMR ammo. Here they are. And I'm just going to do a test of them and see which one works the best. At this point, I don't really know. I did do a test run on most of the ammo, and some of them work great, some of them not great at all. So I'll show you what I think, or what works best in this particular gun. They're probably all different. I know some guys have had real good luck with them. I'm sure some guys have had worse luck than me. So here we go. First up is Winchester 17 HMR varminted small game jacketed hollow point 20 grain. So you can get a look at that ammo right there. Alright, I'm going to load it up. So this is the first 10 shots of the Winchester 17 HMR 20 grain, 2375 feet per second. Jam. So 1 jam out of 10 rounds. It seems to be about the average. Next up is the CCI Game Point 17 HMR. jam. So 1 jam out of 10. Next up is the CCI TNT HMR 17 grain. We'll see how this one does. I had a bunch of these shells, so I'm hoping this one looks good. Nope. Jam. Jam. So, oh, another jam. So that one had 3 jams. That's not good. That's unfortunate. I don't like the sound of that. So next up is the Winchester Varmint 17 grain 2550. So far the Winchesters have been fairly good. Well, we'll see how this goes. Perfect. I like that. So that Winchester Varmint, that one's been good. It might be my new favorite. Out of 20 rounds, I haven't had one single jam on that one. So the next one up is the Hornady 17 grain VMAX. This was the original ammo that I had, and the one that I was having most of the problems with. So we'll see if it's any different. Sometimes I wonder if the warm barrel and that makes a difference. And here goes. Jam. Not only did it jam, it didn't eject the shell. So, there, it came out that time. So not doing too good so far. Jam. 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 So 17 grain VMAX, I don't think it jammed every single time. That's not good. Definitely not going to be buying any more of those. Next up is the Remington Premier Magnum Rimfire. Okay, let me see how many grains it is, but there's a look at that. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Jam. Oh, look at that. Jammed right in there like that. That's not good. Jam. 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 Jammed in there like that again. It's crazy. Oh, I got a shell stuck inside there. Ugh. Same shit. Another jam. Jammed again. So those are definitely on my shit list. Alright, we got one more left. And then I'm going to run through, this is a CCI full metal jacket. I'm going to run through a couple of the ones that didn't jam to see if something to do with as the gun heats up. Because I think I just put 70 rounds through there. And the barrel is pretty toasty. So I imagine the receiver and the firing pin and the extractor, they're all hot too. So, CCI full metal jacket. Here goes. Perfect. So the full metal jacket worked great. So I'm going to run the Winchester Varmint. This is the one I've never had a jam on yet. 17 grain. Just to see if it's possible the barrel, the heat is causing something. Oh. But just as you saw, I shot the 17 full metal jacket and it was no problem. So I don't know what the differences are in these shells and why they jam. But it certainly makes a difference, and you can see it happening. So if you got a gun that's jamming, you won't cycle. My first suggestion would be just try different brands of ammo. That might be all that it takes to take a gun from being worthless to one you can rely on. Alright, full metal jacket. Oh, jam. Jam. Or was that the... Oh, that was the full metal jacket? Well, I got a little confused there. Too busy talking. I'm going to take one of the other ones. I think that was that was the 17. And now that jammed that time. So I'm going to try the NTX 15.5 grain. I never got a jam on this one. So if it jams on this time, I would think that it has something to do with the barrel heating up. Not 100% sure on that though. But I would rather have a gun that shoots better cold than hot. Because when you're hunting, you're rarely just shooting all the time. Jam. Bad jam too. jam. Real bad jam. Another jam. Another jam. Huh. Hey, I was editing my video and I realized I forgot one of the most important ammunitions for this gun that they make. It's a specially designed A17 hermit tip. It's about 100 feet per second faster than the average 17 HMR shell, and allegedly they were able to develop the shell to make the A17 perform better. It was one of the first ammunitions I bought, and I didn't have much luck with it. So that's what led me to buying all this other ammo and testing the different ammo to see if there was a difference. Now, since I recorded all those other ones, I've shot a few more, and to me the Winchesters are performing the best so far. And but I just wanted to show you the A17 special ammo and see how that performs today. I did shoot the gun about 2 hours ago, but the barrel's cold or has cooled down, and we're just gonna see how this operates. So hopefully it fires, but I suspect it'll jam up. Jam. Oh, that might not have jammed. Oh. Another nasty jam. It's not pulling the shell out. I don't know if you can see that, but literally it's not extracting the shell, and so the other one runs up into it. Oh, fell out of there. So that's it. So if some of you were thinking you forgot to do the most important ammunition for the A17, I had already done that, but I just remembered and wanted to add it in here. Well, I guess that concludes the experiment for the night. I don't really know what to say. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if I can return it. I don't know if I can send it to the manufacturer. I don't know if I need to just throw it in the trash, but I'm sure I'll go through the ammo again, and what I'm going to do next is let it cool down, and then I'll just do 10 shots at a time, you know, then wait till the gun cools down, and over the next week or so I should be able to figure out which ammo I want to buy. So, as my friend said, be very careful when you buy these. You might get a lemon, and the odds of it are pretty good. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.